Before this video starts, I'd like you guys to hit that like button because when you like this video, it actually helps the algorithm. Also, if you haven't been receiving notifications, hit that bell button so you are notified whenever I drop videos or go live. To be good at magie, to be a good magicien, magician, you got to have years experience. Some of you people took your COVID money, your loans, and went to Haiti for initiation. Some of you even got stuck down there. And now you come back to America after the COVID lockdown and you say, I am a Wuga Sogwe or whatever it may be, and now I can practice magic. And some of you have dropped that, and now y'all saying y'all practice magic. See, we are in a, how could I say this, in artificial age of voodoo. Because everybody is a Wugan Asogwe, Mombo Asogwe now. See, when I came up, I saw my grandfather was old in age. The people who were Asogwe were old in age. Not some 28-year-old, 29-year-old thinking that they're the baddest motherfucker in town. You gotta have years in the game to be a good magicien. To practice good magic, you gotta have trial and error experience. There's a big difference between knowing what you're doing and hoping that something works. When you have 2 years experience, what do you know? 3 years experience, what do you know? Have you had enough experience with different people to be able to help other people? There's millions of people on earth. And if you're moving around and you have clients in various countries, do you have life experience enough to be able to guide these people? You can't claim to be a powerful magicien and you've only had 1, 2, 3 years of experience of learning religion on top of that. This is not enough. See, to be a good practitioner or to have good magie, it is by repetition. Bruce Lee once said, don't fear the man who can throw 1,000 kicks. Fear the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks. See, this is repetition. If you are repetitive with doing an experiment and you find the result constantly comes the same way, you have a system laid in order. And when you have this system, you can pass this system down to others. Because it has stood the test of time. If you have not had that experience, decades, years, a decade, or probably 2 decades, what do you know? What do you know? You are still wet behind the ears. And this is why little Wunsi, little Wugan, they don't understand how some elders operate. And at times they get mad at the elders because they don't understand. They're still young. I even had a young boy recently say, oh, you pay for work. See, this is a youngster that has 3 years of experience talking to somebody that's been in the game for 20 years doing magie. There's an order that comes, as I said, when you have a repetitive knowledge and it stood the test of time, you can pass that wisdom down to people that you train. And to answer this young individual, I have decades in the game and I pass the wisdom down to those that work for me. So when I need something done, I don't have to break myself anymore. I'm a grown man with gray hair in my beard. Now it's time to let the young people rock. The young people that are loyal. That are loyal. I give them just enough to get what I need done the way I told them to do it. And I compensate them for it. I'm at the age, I'm not going to be touching no poisonous, dangerous shit anymore. This is why the young motherfuckers are here. That's like a young person. I'm sorry to deviate for a bit, but I want to get into this conversation because I'm talking about magie. That's like a young person. Why is it that older 30, like 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds get done dirty in the UFC by 18, 19-year-olds? Because they have the youth on their end. They have the youth. See, for me, I've done this over and over. I'm not wearing myself out at this age. Just like when I used to be 20, I used to do crazy things. Now I'm in my 40s. I'm not trying to fuck my body up now. So I let the young motherfuckers rock. So when that motherfucker talks shit on social media, go get that motherfucker. Do what I told you to do. Ride on that bitch ass nigga. Go to that nigga crib and fucking spin at that nigga. When you have years in the game, you operate differently from a novice. If you haven't reached that age yet, it's not your time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Even Dragona, she's a youngster. I keep her in my pocket. Some things she's not ready for. You know what I'm saying? There's some things she's not ready for. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with being young, but you still got learning to do, and understand that. Don't think that because don't think that you're above you're above anyone else. Like when you're young, you're hot-headed. Even I was there myself. I thought I was hot-headed. I thought I knew everything. But as you get older, you begin to see that when you're young, you're full of zeal, but that zeal can be guided by ignorance. So you youngsters, come on gradually. Come on gradually. It's not your time yet. Get your experience, because eventually one day it's going to be your time.